Be blessed by the divine. May the Almighty force and our Guru protect us, guide us, lead us, support us day and night at all times, in all places, and in all our duties. Good afternoon, my friends. I hope all of you are doing well. There is going to be a corrective fall. But first, let us look at what the market did today versus what we predicted in the market. Today, Moon was in Rahu Nakshatra, Arudra Nakshatra as the day began. And we have seen whenever Moon was in Arudra Nakshatra, market hasn't been dull. It had been either a swing up 0.5%, 1%, 1.5%, or a swing fall down all the way to minus 1.5% also. The swing fall has been very rare, especially when Rahu is conjoined with a retrograde planet or any other malefic planet. There has been a fall, but is not the case today. So we did not anticipate a fall today. And I personally anticipated a big raise, and that did come true in the morning as the market opened. The market opened with a good gap up. In the first hour, the market went up to 1.37% on futures, and on Nifty 50. We go to the hourly chart. On the hourly chart also, we have seen the market swing up 1.38%, 335 points up on Nifty. And as I have been consistently telling you, that I do some experiments to see if it is possible for us to really trade in a market like this. And I have shared with all of you today in the WhatsApp group and the Telegram group that there has been a small profit that happened today in the market. And we had a Sensex call option that carried over from Friday. And we made a quick about it's a one lot. So we're talking about a 20 unit, bought it at around 660 rupees and sold it at around 800 rupees. One lot got sold at around 800 rupees. Another lot sold at around 758 rupees. So this has come true in the morning, a big swing up. But then came a quick shift in the current, undercurrent shift happened as moon transited into the moon sub. The day started with the sun sub and it moved into the moon sub at 9:38:57 a.m. And we have predicted that around that time we could expect a corrective fall in the market. So let's go to the 15 minutes chart and let's see when the fall began. The fall began at around 10 o'clock. So it reached a saturation point by around 9:45 to 10. And then the fall began by around 10:15 or so. A big fall began, a 61-point fall, and then another 15 minutes 18-point fall, another 15 minutes a 70-point fall, 9-point fall, 35-point fall, 51-point fall, and then a small rise by 18 point, then 39 point, and then 72. Practically it came down to the same level that we had seen yesterday at on Thursday at 3:15. The fall that happened between 3 and 3:15, the same 3:15 and 3:30, that fall we had seen pretty much the same level Nifty coming. Nifty for the eighth or the seventh consecutive day has been unable to pierce and penetrate and sustain the 24359 resistance level that we have drawn several weeks ago. We have been seeing this particular resistance level that I have marked here. As you can see here, we had seen this fall in April 2020, 25, 23rd, then end of October 2024, end of November 2024, 24359, around 2000, 23,000, 24,350 levels has been a major resistance that we have seen. and that resistance level continue to hold good even today. So the market had closed at 24,313 today, a psychological low from the resistance level of 24,359. So whenever this has happened in the past, Moon in Rahu Nakshatra, market had not been able to sustain a big raise and not been able to close around 150, 200 points above than what it was, 1.5% or 1% above the last closing price. Invariably, it means a danger sign. It means that a corrective fall can be expected in Nifty in Sensex in the ensuing days. Okay, in the ensuing days, in the next few days, we can expect. Now, we had also seen a nice recovery from 1230 onwards. It went up back to 24,392. Again, couldn't sustain and fell. Now, what could have changed astrologically between 1215 and 1230 or 12 to 1230, etc.? Let's go take a look at our almanac. At around 1254, Moon shifted into Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is a Jupiter Nakshatra. So the planets started a different music and the market galloped once again. It went up 67 point at around 115 and then went about 27 point and then again it couldn't sustain. It fell. Again it recovered 230 to 245. Again it fell at 3 o'clock to 3:15. So this clearly means that both Rahu and Jupiter has been unable to clearly uh, help the bulls in the market to push the market up. This is a danger sign. Now let's see what this danger sign could mean in the ensuing days, in the few days. Let's open the Monday chart. Now this is the Monday horoscope. We are seeing Monday morning at 9:15 on the 5th of May. Moon will be in Ashlesha Nakshatra. And I have time and again shown to you and proven to you that we are going to see a high volatility day on Monday. There is going to be a strong fight between the bulls and the bears on Monday. There's going to be a major attempt to crash the market, major attempt to push the market up. But normally, Moon in Mercury Nakshatra has been beneficial to Indian market. So I will not be surprised if the market opens gap up on Monday. But considering that the market hasn't been highly bullish and sustaining today, it was not a sustainable bullishness today, which I really wanted to see today. And therefore, we cannot really assume that the Monday is going to be a strongly bullish day. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it'll not happen. But let's look at the almanac on Monday. Where are the planet positions going to be on Monday? At the start of the day, we will see Moon in the Jupiter sub. Typically a good start. Typically a good start. Mercury star and Jupiter sub usually is a good start for the market. Okay. But considering that even today, in spite of Moon and Jupiter and Mars and even our Mercury supporting the market, Rahu supporting the market has not been able to raise and sustain its level. So, can Mercury and Jupiter combination give a sustainable high on Monday? Very big question mark in my mind. I will not want to take a risk of going long in this market on Monday. I will not suggest that you consider going long on Nifty. Definitely, I will not want you to go long on Nifty. I will not want you to go short Either I will not want you to go long or short on Sensex. I will want you to wait. My advice to you is wait. Wait for 9:49 to say 10 o'clock. So 15 minutes gap you give. Let us see what the Sun sub is going to do. Saturn sub is going to do. Mercury star, Saturn sub. Again, traditionally, uh, consistently, we have not seen a great bull run happening in this particular sub of moon. So I would really want to tree, but then there is something bigger that is going to happen around 1:50 p.m. Moon will shift into Simha Rasi Mahanakshatra. Traditionally, this alignment of the planets has been bearish. Sell on rise sentiment will be prevalent, most likely in the market on Monday. By the way, Mars also shifted its subdivision today. And on Monday, Mercury is also shifting into Saturn sub, which is the last subdivision. And then Mercury will shift into Ashwini Nakshatra. So that shift is going to happen in the next few days. So this is now Mercury is going to lose its strength. Mercury in Mercury Nakshatra is pretty strong, but still market has not been able to utilize that particular power to sustain its bull run. So market is definitely going to look weak on Monday, particularly after 150, if the market has already not fallen from 9:49 a.m. onward. What about Tuesday? Let's look at Tuesday because we would need to, many of you would want to plan what's going to happen on Tuesday. Moon will begin the day in Maga Nakshatra. Once again, not a very strong nakshatra for the Indian stock market to sustain its upward movement. So, the buy on dip that we have seen very strongly today was not going to be there. The buy on dip sentiment is not going to be prevalent on Tuesday morning. But then something interesting is going to happen during the course of the day. Around 3:41 p.m., moon will shift into Purva Palguni Nakshatra in Venus, 11 minutes after the market closes. 11 minutes after the market closes. Sun also would have shifted into the Saturn sub in Bharani Nakshatra on Tuesday, which is not a very favorable thing. But this alignment of Moon in Venus Nakshatra traditionally has been beneficial for the Indian stock market, but that is going to happen only at the after the market hours. So in all likelihood and in all probability, a corrective fall on Monday, most likely after 1:50 p.m., perhaps even at the start or after 9:45 can be anticipated. One of the things now important for us to validate is to combine this with the significant gaps that have been left by the traders over the last many days. So if you see here from the 22,900, in fact, there has been a gap up on the 11th of April 2025 from 22,695 to 22,920. So there is a gap there. And then there was a gap down support that happened on the 3rd of April. Another gap up that happened between 23,0100 to 23,300. So there has been two major, and then there were minor gaps up here and there that has been there. These two major gaps need to be filled. My question is, in my mind, is Nifty going to fall all the way to 22,900 to fill these gaps before resuming a bull rally or a recovery rally? We have seen Nifty recovered from as low as 21,743 and currently sitting at 24,313. So that's a good 3,000 point raise that we have seen, or close to around 21,743 to 24,313. So that's what, 2,500 point? Yeah, 2,500. About 10% nice recovery rally that we have seen. Before we see a further rally, the market has to come down a bit, cool off, and then go forward from there. Now take a look at the RSI. If you look at the RSI, it's been consistently overbought. From when? From 16th of April 2025. It has been above 70, went up to 83, came down to 61, then 72. Even today, it is around 69.94. So it has to come down to 30 and then start the rally. What about the ADX, DMI, the DI positive and DI negative? So if you look at the DI positive, it is at 36.59 and DI negative is 231395 and the ADX is essentially, I don't think you're able to see the chart. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, let me see this. Right, and I hope now you can see my entire screen. I apologize for the start issue that we had. So this is what we are talking about. So the market has been, has left quite a few gaps here. The RSI is continuing to be at overbought level, and the DI positive is 36.59, DI negative is 23.14. So the bull bears are not giving up. The bulls are not giving up either, but the ADX is 22.50. That means there is really indecisiveness that is happening. So market is indecisive. Okay. Technically, we have no idea which direction the market is going to go. So there is no strong bear control in the market. There is no strong bull control also in the market. It has been so for quite some time now. Astrologically, we are going to see that the market is going to be in the hands of a sell on rise players. This has been consistently a fight between the bulls and the bears for how many days now? We have been seeing it from 22nd of April onwards, 23rd of April, 23rd, 24th, 25, then 28th, 29th, 30th, and 2nd of May. 7 consecutive trading days. Nifty has been stuck between 23,869 and 24,313, a very narrow range of about 200 points. It has been 150, 200 points. It has been stuck. It is not going forward in any direction. It is not going backward in any direction. So I personally do expect a corrective fall coming very, very soon. Okay, and that I believe will start on Monday and Tuesday, potentially Wednesday. There could be a quick recovery or a dead cat bounce that can happen. Again on Thursday, I expect the market to fall. Again on Friday, the market to recover again. Okay, so that's my overall prediction at this point of time for the next week. So please do not take this as a financial advice. I am here to tell you and teach you how to use financial astrology for educational and information purposes. Pretty much many of our predictions are coming true. I did expect the market to be super bullish and end in a bullish trend today, but that did not come true. That only means that the market is going to see a corrective fall. And the corrective fall, if it happens, that is going to be healthy. The reason is it is unsustainable for people to keep pumping money into the market. They have to book profits, and some of the players, long players, have to exit, and the new players have to enter. New money has to come in, the old money has to go out, and this is a cycle. And this cycle is continuing to be healthy, and the market will continue to see a healthy prospect. And I think the underlying trend for Nifty is still quite bullish. Okay. if you look at the weekly chart, for instance, again, you will find in the weekly chart, the RSI is at 73. It is a super overbought zone. And the underlying the directional movement. DI positive is 31, which is strongly bullish. 28, DI negative, strongly bearish. And the ADX is 14.95. That means there's absolutely flat trend in the market. So both are going to fight it out in the weekly chart also. The only positive news, perhaps for short sellers, would be the RSI being at 73.75. So it is overheated at this point of time. So the market has to cool down. And let's hope that the next week will be the cooling down in the market before a further rally will begin. And we are seeing here that the MA crossover is actually a death crossover that has happened about 8 weeks ago or so on 24th of February 2025. MA20 is at about 23,727 and MA50 is at 23,787. So the weekly trend is also appearing to be bearish. So considering the MA crossover, which is a lag indicator showing that the market is still possibly in the bear grip, and the ADX and the DI is showing that the market is not going to go anywhere from here at this point of time. The bulls have been taken complete control of the market. The daily chart is also not showing very strong support for the bulls to take the control of the market. There is going to be continued selling pressure in the market. Kindly talk to your investment advisor and make sure that you take informed decisions on which stock to buy or which sector to go in. Practically every sector is showing the selling pressure at this point of time. However, individual stocks are doing really well. The Adani port has done really well because they have shown extraordinary sales profit for this quarter. So the individually, some stocks may still be looking good, but otherwise, market is looking very, very weak going forward. So please trade carefully, and I hope you use this information wisely and use it to make sure that you protect your capital and multiply it in innovative and creative ways. All the very best to you guys. Any questions from anyone on this? Any doubts? Any question? Anybody? Raise your hand. Vishwanathan sir. How are you, sir?
Good, sir. I am very happy. Fine. And I cannot be better. Sir, I have two
Sir,
questions for you.
sure.
One is about the Sensex stuff that you experimented.
Yeah.
Since we are meeting after the market is closed,
Yes.
we may not be able to use whatever advice that you give to produce anything out. So we will be also be able
No,
to
but I am giving you
understand.
prediction, sir. Sir, I'm giving you prediction for the next 2 days. No, sir.
No, no, sir. I'm not talking about the prediction. You told us that you bought BTST,
Yes.
and you can share that what basis that you bought that when you buy it,
Simple
because
astrologically. Sir,
okay,
astrologically, I anticipated the market to give me a good bull run. So 964 rupees,
okay,
I made profit. But I
okay,
did lose. I made around 1,981 rupees, but I did lose around 1,016 rupees because I kept a very tight stop loss and I
mm-hmm.
lost that and I exited. I bought it at around 160 rupees, a
160
PE
and
side, PE trade.
okay,
I bought it
okay,
at 932 and I exited at 938.39, and I
mm,
did recover some 2 rupees, 1.5 rupees out of it from 941 to 944. But then the point is the PE sale would have
I got
given me huge amount of money. It went to 257. So I was right that after 934 the market was going to fall, but
okay,
I did not want to hold the trade for very simple reason that I had to go pick up my brother-in-law or my sister from the train station. I didn't want to keep a trade open and then drive in the car and then get unnecessarily worried about it. So I said it's okay, small money. I have anyway made around 2,000 rupees. I have lost 1,000 rupees, and I don't have the time to hold the trade for another 1 hour or two. So I could have held it. I could have definitely held it till around
Mm.
12:30, 12:45. I would have definitely made huge amount of money. I did predict that. I will show you the little discussion that I have had with my, that I've been doing some experiment with my daughter and my son-in-law in the market. And you will see that I have told them the given them the target also. Okay, I have given them the
Sir, 100
target.
is click. All.
Yeah, yeah,
If you
yeah.
click
I
all.
know, I know. I did
Sorry,
all.
sir.
So
Sorry.
okay. All right. So I'll show you my targets that I have given them actually. Okay. So if TCE, forget that. The right. So I'll show you that these are all experiments that we are doing, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I had mentioned that this is a very strange day today. Nifty is up 101.5%, but whereas Sensex was down around 2.5% today at 9 o'clock. I don't know if you saw that. I was hugely surprised. Now here it is. Okay. Yeah, there you go. See this, I have sent this at 9:15 in the night. At 9:15 in the night, I have sent this to them, said sell on opening minute if it is profitable, Sensex CE. Okay, likely to be a gap up. Hold till 12:54 p.m. and sell it. Option 1, option 2, this is. Option 3, hold it till Monday morning and
Bedilla,
sell
bedilla.
it. Okay, so this could be a medium to high risk due to premium erosion. The first target was 800, second target was 1,000, and the third target was 1,200. The third target was 1,200 plus. Okay, so let's go to Sensex. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Sensex option. I'll show you what all happened and why I chose this target. The targets are so precisely given by me. All right, so we are talking about 80. What was the trade that I took? The trade was
8300 C, sir.
80,300. Okay, 8,300 CE. So my target was at opening, if it comes to 800, sell it. That's what happened. That's what happened. This is a 10 minute chart. It opened at around a low of 706, went to a high of
Wow.
926.50.
Wow. 200 points.
Okay. And my since my I told my daughter the first target is 800 rupees, she exited.
Okay.
She exited. She didn't want to hold it for more than that. She said she's happy with the 200 rupees profit that she made. She says she's exited. I was trailing it.
Okay.
As the Sensex price went to 800 and 800 rupees, I was trailing it from 750. So it went to 800, dropped down to 750, 758, and then went up again. So in that process, because I was so busy in the morning today, I was not in front of my terminal. It hit my trailing stop loss at 758.90 and exited. But then after I exited, it went to the second target. It went and touched 1,000. And then around 9:45, 9:55, it went and set 1,214. And from there, it started falling.
Okay.
Very precise. And I had also given another call later, and I told that I'm going to bring my sister back. So therefore, I don't know that I'll be able to sit in front of it. Now here it is. So enter around 150, 160, and stop loss is 130. Target, first target is 200, second target is 250, third target is 300. At what time I'm doing this? 9:35. I'm doing this. Okay, at 9:35 a.m. I'm telling her to pick it up. Stop loss at 9:30. So the 130. So let's go to the script. So these are all very precisely possible for you to look at it based on astrology and based on the technical analysis. Now there you go. At around 9:35. Okay, I'm telling her at 9:35. 9:35, the low was 135, high of 153. At 9:45, 140, 137 to 149. At 9:55, 132 to 149. And then at 10:45, 10:05, 130.55. Stop loss not hit. Watch this carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Went to 147.85 and then it never stopped. Where did it go? It went to 346.75 and from there again it fell. And what was my target, sir, that I gave?
Yes, 200, 250,
200,
300.
250,
All the three
300.
hit. Mm.
All three hit. In both the trades, in both the CE trades and in the PE trade, the target was hit. But the point is, I was not in front of the computer and hence I could not capture both the trade. I captured the first trade and successfully exited. The second trade, I had kept a very tight stop loss at 145. Okay.
Okay.
Even though I have told my children that 130 is the stop loss, I couldn't keep 130 as the stop loss simply because I was going away from the computer. If I had been in front of the computer, I would have certainly set the stop loss at 130. I would have at least aimed for 200. Okay, that would have given me a 40 rupee good profit for me. 40
This
rupees means we are talking around 2000, 3000 rupees approximately today.
this second prediction is based on the Mars
Moon,
subloon. So,
moon shifting into moon sub. Market has to fall.
938. Okay.
Yes, market
Okay.
was already sluggish.
Mm-hmm.
It has already gone up, become overheated, went up 130, 140 points in just one candle.
Mm.
Okay. More than
Amazing, sir.
that, it went over 250 points, sir. 1.3% it went up, sir, single candle.
Yes.
It had to cool down. It has to fall. No other choice. You cannot have. Then the moon shift into the moon sub and moon in Rahu star. Rahu is always a trapper. It'll
Correct.
trap people. It'll mislead you. That's exactly what happened today. Everybody got misled into thinking that this is a sustainable rise, right?
Thanks a lot for
Well,
explaining this. It's amazing,
yeah.
right? And
No, it's
sir,
very powerful, sir. The system is
yes,
super powerful,
yes,
sir.
yes, yes,
You need to
yes.
understand why some things are not clearly sustaining itself. We expected a market to rise, it came up. We expected the market to fall, it fell. We expected the market to rise, it came back again, but it was not coming up in a very big way again.
Correct.
That is a danger when the market again is not bouncing back to the same 100 and 1.5%, 1.38% up that we saw in the first candle in the morning, that means that this is going to be a corrective fall starting very soon. When the
Correct.
planets favor the bears will take complete control of the market and will push the market so fast, so hard that the fall will be shocking for people. And that is most likely going to happen when moon shifts into Ketu Nakshatra on Monday. Okay?
This is amazing, and I tell you, like it is worth waiting that 1.5 years that we waited for your course to start. And I'm very happy that every day I'm also able to see things how it is going to go and everything. Not bold enough to take that step today. After seeing what you did, I'm getting some confidence on like okay, this is how the whole thing is and interpreted, sir. The second point I wanted to tell you is it is not about the prediction that we did. I know in KP astrology you don't do mundane predictions, but 5th of May, there are a lot of indications that there could be a surgical strike on Pakistan. One indication which came yesterday is the president has cancelled her some international trip, which was supposed to happen between 5th and 9th. There are three, four
Mhm.
astrologers who have said that on that particular day, somebody has said like on the 13th, 11th, 12th, 13th day, he will hit. That also fits us on that day. Ashok Kapoor as well as PVR Narasimha Rao both have said like on 5th the thing may happen. It will start on the 5th, not on the 5th itself. It will start on the 5th. So whatever the prediction, without knowing this, your prediction says like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be a fall. Wednesday could be a pickup. Then
Wednesday could be
Thursday,
a recovery, but dead
right,
cat bounce
and
could
Thursday
happen.
can be
But
again fall.
I am definitely not hopeful on Monday and Tuesday. I am definitely not hopeful on Monday and Tuesday. It's looking very bad.
Yes, sir. Because
Okay. And I
there are
do hope there will be no war, and I do pray and pray for the world peace. I do bless the world. May the whole world live in peace, prosperity, and harmony. Uh, I do hope there is no fear of war for us. I do hope that everybody lives peacefully and prosperously and work with planned life so that everybody can live in a happy manner. But I don't do war predictions. I have not done war predictions, and I don't know how it works. And I haven't done enough research on this, so I'm not good at that. So I have no knowledge of how to predict war or famine or rainfall or earthquake or tsunami or uh, or any other such natural disasters. So I have no
yes,
idea whether the war is going to come. But seeing historically, I do not see this as a war time for India yet.
yes,
I do not see this going to be breaking out into a full fledged war. I do not see that happening at all at this point of time. But then, since I haven't done phenomenal research on this, I cannot guarantee that there will be no war. So, but I can tell you that astrologically, markets are looking to be under the grip of some fear on Monday and Tuesday. So kindly trade accordingly. All the very best, sir.
thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Mohan Chandel. Yes, Mohan, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. Sir, my
Yes,
question is
sir.
that on the Monday, 5th of May, the two planets are the same degree. One is Mercury and Moon. Both of
Mercury
planets
and Moon
are
are not in the same
20,
degree, sir. Where is this, sir? Far
27
away
degrees.
from each other.
Sir, difference
That's
of the
No, you are talking about the aspect is the same 2720 to
yes, sir, yes, sir.
2735. Aspects don't really have much of a say in the in the stock market, sir. We do not
Okay,
see much of an this is actually a beneficial aspect if you really see the 120-degree aspect. It's not a 90-degree aspect.
okay, sir.
90-degree aspect is highly malefic. 120-degree aspect is benefic. But the
Okay,
benefic
sir.
aspect or malefic aspect don't have a much say. Conjunction and opposition has a big say, but not anything else.
Sir, this impact of the market. Sir, what is the impact of this in the market on Monday?
What impact of what?
So, both of the plant are same degree. What may be impact? What may be impact?
That's what I'm saying, sir. There has been no correlation of Mercury at 27 degree, 20-degree minutes in Pisces and Moon in 2735 in Mercury's nakshatra in Karkataka Rasi. There has been no correlation. There has been no
Okay, sir.
evidence. There has been no market crash. There has been no market rise because of this 120-degree angle. No significance in the Indian stock market because of this angle difference between Moon and Mercury. Am I clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, folks. Okay, guys. So, all the very best to you. Good luck to you. Be blessed by the divine. I hope all of you are safe and healthy and peaceful and prosperous. I shall see you in the next session on Monday in the market roundup. Be blessed by the divine. Have a wonderful and peaceful weekend.